Alrighty, y'all, welcome back to my channel. So for this entire week, I'm going to attempt to replace all of my screen time with reading time. I love to come home after a hard day of work and just, watch a few YouTube videos. I don't really scroll these days on like shorts or TikTok or anything like that, but YouTube is definitely one of the platforms that I'm on the most, and I love to just watch video after video. So for this week, anytime that I would be sitting down to do that, I'm now instead going to pick up one of my books. I have 4 books on my December TBR, and I really think that the only way I'm going to be able to get through these is by doing this week-long challenge. I think one of the things that's going to really help me succeed is having a clear plan set. So I was thinking that I could go through each of my books, being that I already have progress in all of them, and calculate the number of pages that I have. And that way I have a goal in my mind of, okay, when I sit down for this reading session, I want to get through this amount of pages if I want to complete this challenge in time. But wait a second, do I want to read all 4 books in a week? No, that's not my goal. My goal is to finish them by the end of the month. Maybe for this week, I should set a goal of how many pages I want to read in each of the books. That would be more of a practical goal. Okay, so I'm gonna do that. When's the last time y'all seen a calculator? Look how cute it is. Also, my fear is that I'm gonna accidentally spoil something for myself. 183 versus 299. 299 minus 183. That's 116 pages left. Let's use a pink pen. Cuter. Hopefully it works. Okay, it doesn't work. Okay, yo, what the heck is going on right now? Thankfully, I have a whole drawer full of pens, so that's 1. Hello, that is the ugliest. Hold on. This is my 4th pen attempt. All right, Lord, I wrote it backwards. Okay, let me try again. There we go. 116. All right, I'm gonna get through this challenge, so we're just gonna do the rest. All right, here's a little overview. 116, 183, 126, and 244. Okay, so I just added up the entire number of pages across the 4 books, and that came out to 669 total pages. So today is December 18th, and by the time I finish this challenge, it will be December 25th. And then after that, it looks like I'll only have 6 more days in the month to actually read the entire 4 books. So, being that it's 2 weeks basically that I have left, I'm going to read half of the total amount of pages. So my overall page goal for this week is 335, and that means across 4 books, that's going to be roughly 83 pages per book. I also thought it would be really fun if I started my first ever reading journal, which I'm actually super excited about because I love to journal. I'm the type of person who would rather write it down physically than type it out on my phone. I don't know if any of you guys are the same way. I'm planning to use it primarily to help me keep track of my page count, but also to write some fun little prompts in there. I'm thinking that before I start every reading session, I'll write a word in huge letters about how I'm feeling before the reading session, and then I'll write another word describing how I'm feeling afterwards. Any quotes that I may find interesting in the book, and maybe even draw any scenes or images that come to mind as I'm reading. I'm no artist by any means, but that's really the fun part about this. You just get to be creative. There's no right or wrong. It's whatever you make it to be. It's uniquely you. So if you guys have any ideas for prompts that I can write in here, or if you yourself keep a reading journal, send some inspiration my way in the comments. I would love to gain some ideas from you guys. please don't ever believe everything you see on the internet, because that was not my first attempt. Here are all my ugly little drafts. I just really wasn't enjoying, I don't know, I wasn't feeling it. Some of the letters were coming out crooked. But you know what? I finally surrendered to the fact that it's not going to be perfect, but at least it's not going to be this, because I was not happy with that. But this, I feel like this teddy bear really was the inspiration. She has these little pink shoes on. And from there, I just decided that, hey, you know what? I'm going to make the December pink. And she really just inspired everything. So shout out to her. There are some changes I wish I could have made, but it's okay. Now I'm going to go ahead and create a page for each of my books. Here's the one for Christmas Candy Corps. We have a cute little gingerbread man in the middle who I'm going to be using as a meter. I'm going to be coloring him all the way up until I reach my final page goal. At the bottom, I wrote details like author, publication date, genre, decorated with some candy canes, and the other pages are going to be used for my reading entries. I pretty much structured all of the other layouts for the books the exact same way. I'm going to go ahead and show those. Okay, this is my first entry, Thursday, December 18th, and before my read, I am feeling exhausted. We'll see how much I'm able to read. Exhausted. The perfect word to describe how I was feeling, because guess what? I was so exhausted that I didn't even read last night. And I'm a little disappointed to say that, because how was it day one of the challenge and I didn't even do the challenge? I was definitely tempted to just, pretend that today was Thursday and let me just still do the entry, but I just want to keep it honest on here. Today is Friday. It is a new day, and it is actually almost Saturday because it is so late. I just think that maybe I didn't take into consideration that this was the busiest work week for me. I will say that one good thing though is that I haven't been on my phone scrolling or on social media, so I haven't replaced my screen time with reading, but at least I've been off of my screen, so it's not a total failure. So I'm gonna go ahead and read a little bit today and write down my little journal entry.